Welcome to Because We Said So, the podcast where Anissa and Jess dive into the beautiful chaos of motherhood, careers, and all the stuff in between. For the next 20 minutes, let's just hang out.
Hi, welcome to Because We Said So. We're back. It's Thursday. How are you?
Good. I had a good weekend. We did not have an itinerary. It was very nice. And now I'm here in real life remembering what pays the bills, baby.
I really get a kick out of seeing you like in meetings all day with different backgrounds. Like you go from like our company background to your bedroom background, and now you have the Because We Said So background. I'm always when I like go to talk to you, I'm like, where is she going to be now?
Does it make me look unstable?
No, I just love it because like I'm in the same spot for everything. Like I work in this spot, I podcast in this spot, I eat in this spot. When people come over, I sit in this spot. Like it's like I have no other chairs in the house.
That means I feel like that you're giving stability. It's giving like house same day, same
Wait,
structure.
it gets boring. And Josh sat in this chair the other day actually and was like, I think that there's a screw loose. I was like, I already have a complex. If you tell me I'm breaking my chair, like I'm done. I have nothing left to give. Put me on the Ozempic. I'm calling it a day.
And do you know what, Josh, if you're listening, next time just fix the screw. Like, why do you got to tell me about it?
Because you know what? I was like, it's funny you should mention that because I saw a screw and I was like, where does this go? And I left it like on the counter for a couple of days and like no one really claimed anything to be missing. And I threw it out. I was like, nothing broke yet. I have no clue where it came from. And I threw it out. I was like, who needs it?
It gives me joy. It gives me joy to throw things away. My middle sister, she has like an issue with throwing things away. She always needs things. She's definitely like, it's a comfort thing for her, but we went and stayed in that Airbnb and it was all white. And she was like, oh my God, my ADHD and my like life is a lot better here. It's like, yeah, that minimalism is like not just a thing, it's a movement because and so she went home and she was like, I'm gonna throw all this stuff away. And I haven't checked in with her, but I'm pretty sure she hasn't. But the screw is a good example of like you have that in you. You're just like
throwing it away. Like I went to show my house this past weekend to a friend who might buy it. And I like decluttered the entire kitchen. And even like my oldest son came in, he was like, oh my God, looks so good in here. You organized. I was like, yes. He's like, but where's all my stuff? I'm like, I don't know. Not visible. We're going to go with that. As I put it in the garbage and then put something over it so he'll never know it's in there.
Mm-hmm. You mean all the art projects, the endless art projects for sure.
Endless stuff. So I'm putting my house on the market where I'm trying to sell it off market. So it's funny. So like we live in a close knit neighborhood and I like texted a couple of people and I was like, hey, I'm going to sell my house. Like, let me know if you're interested. And then I would tell people the price and they're like, why are you pricing it like that? And I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, it's too low. I'm like, well, I have like 5 people have told me they can't even come up with the number that I'm asking for. So if I go any higher, I don't want to not sell it. I have to sell it by June. So now I'm like, this other mom was like, I'm going to ask this other mom group that I'm in what they think. And I was like, guys, I was like, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks of the price. I need to sell it.
I'm selling it. I have a plan. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a plan. Because if I sell it higher, then everybody else's homes go higher. I'm in real estate. I understand how it works. But if I set it at the price that I'm saying and I put it to market, I will get a bidding war and get it for more. But I really would like to sell it to somebody like at this, what it should be priced at price point, to someone who will really enjoy it with their family. You're welcome.
You're a woman. I love it.
I'm for the
You're
people.
Making moves. You're for the people.
The people.
You have strategy. You have a plan.
Strategy. And now on the other side of it, I found a house in Florida. I put an offer on it. Okay. It's been sitting. It's been sitting 40 days in this market is a long time. And I put a low offer on it. And I said, I can't close till June. So their first reaction was, we want a 45-day close. So I was like, okay, we're not countering because it's June. June is the date. Like there's no moving there. And then they said that they'll wait till May 1st and then let us know. And I was like, are you guys real? Is this real life?
The thing, what is the days on market in that neighborhood? Because I thought Florida, well, I know where one of our coaches is. He said it's like 100 days on market is
No,
like
no,
happening
not in
right now.
Boca. In Boca, it's if it's priced right and in the right area, it sells within a week. Just like New York in the area that I'm in. If it's priced right, like there's no inventory where I am, none. So for me to not list it is probably a disservice, but I'm trying to like help people out in my neighborhood. I don't know. So it's the same for Boca in Florida. They sell very, very, very quickly unless there's something wrong and it's sitting. In this case, the reason why it's sitting is that because it's priced a little bit too high and the location. So it's in like a smaller development and it's like one of the first houses when you come into the development and nobody wants to be in the first house. So and you could probably hear like the fountains in the front, I'm assuming, and maybe like a little bit of the street, but like that, I'm from New York. That shit, I would love to hear a fountain.
Did you talk to an agent down there?
Yeah, we're
The
working with
agent
my
said that's
team.
all. And okay. I mean, as long as you're working
Actually,
with
the
someone who's
agent,
on the ground.
the agent that I'm working with, who works for us, he is born and raised in Boca and lives in this development.
You can't wait
So
to
yeah,
be in your guest house.
I can't wait to have everybody come visit me in the sunshine and the palm trees.
I really will.
You posted a video of Baby Gray in the swimming pool with palm trees and it was like so scenic and beautiful. I was like, I need this in my life to bring me joy and peace.
Yeah, it's like 72
Yeah.
degrees here right now, but it's cloudy today. So whatever. I wasn't supposed to go swimming. I cut my thumb open really bad. Again, it's giving instability.
Okay, so is that like your vibe for 2025? Just instability?
No, I'm still about the like incremental changes. I think somewhere along the lines, I just like need to remember all of those incremental changes add up, and sometimes you forget, and sometimes it's annoying, but like I have seen some great things. I'm just chipping away, baby.
You know what we
Just
should
chipping
do
away.
right now? We should open up our calendars
Hmm.
and we should go, we're in February, right? So 6 months from now is August. We should put August, what's the date? Add to calendar, say what you're feeling. You feel like you have no stability. You cut your finger open.
Didn't say I
You
have no stability. I just said it's giving.
just write how you feel. And then when that day comes, right, and you're going to feel very differently and you're going to be like, wow, that's progress because in February I was feeling all these things, but now I don't. Now I have different feelings. And it's actually kind of fun to see like where your head was at because you don't remember, like you go through so much, especially like what we're doing, working and kids and all that shit. So like it's interesting. You forget to look at the wins and the growth that you do because it's stuck in the mud every day.
Oh my God. Okay, so you must be
Okay,
a
so
coach.
I'm not a
I'll do
coach.
it. I'm gonna do it.
I just like this is just like how I feel. So what am I gonna put? I'm gonna put freaking out over moving. Can't wait for palm trees. Cause then when I see this, I hope that I'm moved with palm trees and my kids are in Florida school. And if that doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. And if I'm here, then I'm here. Freaking out moving, can't wait to move. And if I don't, that's okay too.
Yeah, there was this coach that was did a reel that was really, really good, and I should have saved it, but here's the gist. Here's the concept. Essentially what you said, but instead with failures. He writes down the failure and then leaves two lines that are blank below each one. So that way he can go back and look at all the failures and remember what lessons were tied to them, because sometimes you don't really see it until you're through the other side or 6 months down the road or like August 24th when you look back and you're like, okay, there was a failure there, but like here's two really good things that came out of it. And he always leaves the lines. I thought that was like a really nice thing because that then it's like your little win list.
You could also
Flip that baby upside down.
do like little videos.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're in a good mood, you'd be like, this is me on February 24th. This is my face. This is what I don't like about it. I hope my future face is better.
When I get it redone.
And then next year, when the time hop happens, you'll be like, oh, her face really was better. She just was so sucky on herself. She should
Everybody I
love herself more.
I feel okay. We love ourselves. We're kind to
We
ourselves,
love
but I feel
ourselves.
like everyone I know right now is in transition. Like, there's not a single person I know that is just like, "Oh, I've made it solid ground. This is where I'm gonna be for the next year." Like, I actually was I was like on TikTok when it went through. My sister saved this video of me when I was like got my download the TikTok app back together. And I was
Yeah.
like, I had a glass of wine in my hand and I was scrolling TikTok and she's like, "Can you tell that she just got TikTok back?" And then I was like, "They're definitely getting divorced." And then she was like looking back at the video, she's like, "Who are you talking about?" I was like, "Fun." I think like Jessica's the only friend I have right now. Like you, and I can think of like one other person where I'm like, oh, they're together forever. But pretty much like life, a mixed bag, baby.
They're not making it. I appreciate you saying that, I mean, because
No one is gonna make it.
we're actually in it till 2090. I believe it was in our vows. And in 2096, we're allowed to separate. I'll be dead.
Yeah. I'll
That's
be
my
dead
point. I'll be in heaven being
over
like,
my cold,
bye-bye.
dead body.
See you in 3000.
Yeah. But it's like so bad that everyone's in transition. I think it's like good. I think that we're learning a lot about like who we are, and this is a crazy world and it's all sped up and it's probably pretty hard to navigate. And we're like closer together through all of this social media, but like also so much further apart. Like you live across the country, I can't hug your body.
I'm going to hug you right now. Ready?
But I talk to you like every day. So like
Every day.
it's such a mixed bag. It's so
I know.
crazy, this world that
I
we're living
know.
in.
But I feel like you transition like for forever. Like you're always transitioning into something. I think it's just like a way of life and we just have to like take it
But our
in and be
parents
good.
didn't talk about that.
Our parents didn't talk. We talk a lot, this
Yeah, we
generation. Our
talk a lot. We
parents
should
didn't
probably
do
shut the
this.
fuck up.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of platforms to get out our feelings. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh my
they weren't.
God.
Yeah.
My parents just like didn't talk about it. They were like, "No, we're good."
They weren't like, how do you feel? It was like, get your ass upstairs, change, and get to bed. See you tomorrow. Love you.
And occasionally I hear stories about the like days where my mom, because she is so level-headed, occasionally I'll get to hear a story where she was like in someone's front yard. And I was like, I want to hear more of those. Like, where are those so buried? Like I don't even see her cry. That's crazy.
No, that's crazy. My mom and I are both Pisces, so we cry, we laugh, we chit chat. But there is a different like where I will like hear somebody and like be um like understand try and understand why they're upset or whatever. Like it takes everything in her to be like, I'm sorry you feel that way. And like that's all she could say because she's not sorry you feel that way because the way that she feels is correct.
Hmm.
But I do appreciate her learning. I'm sorry you feel that way because it takes a lot.
But listen to this crazy vision I just had.
Oh my God. If she listens to this, I'm going to be dead. Yeah.
I had a vision. I had a vision that you and
Oh my
me are
God.
friends
What?
and we didn't know. But we get our moms together on the pickleball court and they're friends and they didn't know. And we all live in this community you're building down in Florida. My mom would be like never say she's happy as she's ever been, but she would be like, "This is the
I'm so
happiest I've ever been
happy.
inside."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inside. Like I'm thriving in here.
And she would
Will
never
she
be like,
move?
"You've met."
Will she
My
move to
mom would
Florida?
move today. It's my dad. My dad holds on to Amazon boxes because we might need them for something. Like, don't
Okay.
throw that
So just
coffee can away.
put them in a storage unit and sell the house or rent the house and come on down.
No, we will. My mom, one of my goals is always to take her to the French Open.
I
As
need to
she's
take
gotten
my
older.
mom too. Okay, that is a goal. Okay, so now we did a 6-month goal. I'm going to do a 1-year goal.
Yeah.
Okay, February 24th, 2026. Goal. My mom, Anissa, and her mom to the French Open. My dad will really want to come though too, but we'll say it's a girls' trip.
I mean, they can come. They just have to stay in town.
When is it? When is the French Open?
I think it's in May or September.
All right, well, look, I've got all these new things in my calendar. I'm feeling good about it. It gives me something to look
It's
forward
matronhood.
to and live for.
That's right. It's like Labor Day or whatever that holiday is. That they don't have
In
it for us.
August?
May.
Memorial
Which
Day,
weekend?
sweetie.
Memorial Day. Okay, yeah.
You're doing great.
It's funny because that is my sister and my husband's birthday is Memorial Day, and I
Are you
didn't
sure?
count. Yeah, pretty sure.
I was out with friends the other night, and then we were talking about how hard it is to keep track of like everyone's birthdays and anniversaries, and like once you have more than 2 kids, like you're totally fucked. And this guy had 3, and he was like, I don't know. I think one's in May, one's in June, the other one's in August. I think mine is coming up. Like, I was like, are you okay? Do you need me to put them in your phone? Because that's the only way I know.
I put them in my phone, and
Yeah.
I also I don't change shit up. I hate when someone makes me change my passwords. The other day, my sister and I were at the food court, and she was like, "Let me borrow the debit card. I'm gonna go get the kids' food." So I gave her my card, and she goes, "Just in case, what's the PIN?" And I told her the PIN. She goes, "That's our mom's PIN, you sicko."
Well, now my kids know my 4-digit PIN. And so whenever anybody's like, what is it? And then they say it, I'm like, now I have to change everything except for their stuff, because I didn't see that coming in hindsight. Like, to give them their iPad codes are the same as this code and that code. And it's the code for that I use, my sister uses, and my parents use. So if anybody knows what that is, my whole family's going down.
We're all going down. That's what I'm saying. And I'm glad that you also have that problem, because I was like, wait, it's just the number that I remember. Like when my mom used to hand me her card, I'd be like, go get yourself something. And then
the 4-digit
now
passcode.
Yeah. Now it's my code. Yeah.
Right. And then it will be your kids' codes because it's what they remember.
Yeah, we used to have a family dog that was always the passcode, but then that family dog died, and then I was like, never again. And now it was my kids' birthdays, but now I'm like, now I have a second kid, and it's just too many codes. Just stick to what I know.
My kid is petrified of dogs.
Really?
He is so scared of dogs. It's insane. I don't know how, when, or to get him through this.
I don't know.
He is so scared.
Thing.
Yeah.
It's a city kid thing right now, because you're just not exposed to them. The ones you are, they're on a leash, they're uncomfortable, they're snipping you. I don't know. My dog.
We go to friends' houses that have dogs, and he makes them put them outside while we're there. I'm like, it's 0 degrees. The dog has to stay inside. So the owner will keep it on a leash inside of their own house, or put him on a different floor, or put him in the bedroom. I feel so bad. I'm like, and then we don't get invited over again, clearly, because we're making them cage their animal.
No, they're not getting invited over again, because any mom that has a dog, I promise you, they're just not confident enough to say out loud to the other dog community that they wish they didn't have one.
Do you wish you didn't have one?
Yes. And I had a girlfriend over this weekend, and she spent the night, and she was like, I really want to stay over. We've never had a sleepover, but I have a dog. And I was like, listen, my parents already have a dog that they don't want. And let's just go get yours. Let's just make my parents have to go through. Let's see how far we can push them. So we have a dog run, it'll be fine. She's like, well, my dog just got hit by a car, has a cone on, and she's aggressive. I was like, perfect. Let's bring her over. Great. So we were alternating the dog. It was just such a mess, but it was so fun. And I just felt so happy that I could give her a 1-day vacation.
From the dog.
From everything, yeah.
I don't want to say the right thing or the wrong thing here, but we will not be getting one.
No one needs one right now. No one needs one right now.
Anyways, happy Thursday.
Feeling judged.
I love you. Thank you for listening. We are out of time. We look forward to making you laugh nationwide in 2027. And add that to the calendar as well. And we will see you soon.
Bye.
To like and subscribe and follow this podcast. Fast. Say, I got an itchy bum.
I got an itchy bum.
Oh, you said that very clear. Can you say podcast?
Podcast.
Okay, well, we'll see